Let's go back to page 85. Now, up here, please. What color is my ink in up here?
Red.
Red. Okay, so vocabulary development to analyze the meaning of complex words. So we went over a couple of words such as crust, molten, magma, eruption, and lava. Okay? Crust is the top hard layer of our earth. That's what basically we call land. Okay, crust. Right? Molten. What's molten again? Some hands, please. Molten. 7 people know. 12 people know. Only 12 people know. Come on. Molten. Molten. Erica remembers. What is it? Is melted lava. You got it. And what is magma? Magma? Only 2 people know. 8, 6, 4, 5, 6.5 people know. There's only like this. There's someone's like this. If he calls on me, I might guess, but I really don't know. And then there's people who know. I know magma. All right. Magma. What do you think magma is? You didn't forget. You're wondering, do I really want to take the risk to share my thinking? And I'm thinking I'm going to support you to take that risk. So what does magma mean? What is magma? Think back what your colleagues said, your classmates said. I think magma is melted or hard rock? Is it melted or hard rock? Melted rock, is he right?
Yes.
Yes, he is. Ooh, you made it. So you didn't forget, you just weren't sure. Okay, you didn't forget. What is lava? Oh, I know. Let me add one more thing. What's your name? Javier. Javier, is magma under the crust or above the crust? Under the crust. Very good. And lava, boys and girls. It's lava. It's lava. We did this yesterday. You're doing it again today. We're reading about it. You can see it on the picture. Come on, girls. I got 1 girl. I got 4 boys. 5 boys. All right. Yes, young lady. Yeah. Lava is, think about his choices. Is it melted or hard rock? Is melted rock, is it above or below? Above. So, I think lava is above the crust. There you go. Very nicely done. Okay? Now, in case, how many of you are learning English? So your Spanish is your home language, or some other language is your home language, and you're learning English. How many of you is that? About 7 of you? Okay. Now, in case you don't know, all of you are learning English. That's why you're still in school. So everybody's an English learner. So, when you're reading vocabulary, boys and girls, once you read it and see it and know it, stick it in there forever. Does everybody know their name?
Yes.
Okay, well now you know what molten means, now you know what lava means, and you know what magma means, just like you know what your name is. Stick it in there. Is it in there? You sure?
Yes.
Can I give you a test?
Yes.
Interesting. All right, I'm not going to. Eruption is that explosion when it comes to when that molten lava, when that magma shoots through the crust and becomes lava. That's your eruption. Now, the other part was, in writing, understand how text features make information accessible. In case you've never seen lava, pictures are going to help you. In this case, the picture on page 85, this is a text feature. Repeat after me, a text feature.
A text feature.
An example of a text feature
An example of a text feature
is a photo.
is a photo.
Another example of a text feature
Another example of a text feature
is the title page.
is the title page.
Okay, partner A, would you tell your partner what you see on the title page? And partner B, would you tell your partner what you see on page 85? Partner A, begin, or partner, we know partner. Okay, what do you see? We'll say it.
I see lava exploding.
Sure, that's fine. Okay, excellent, excellent. All right, 2 people only. Time is flying. Number 10, who's number 10? Amy, all right, Amy. What do you see on title page? I see a volcano erupting. Thank you for using your vocabulary. Number 8. Who's number 8? Is she out right now? Okay. And back to number 10. And back to number, people in 10, 27.
Oh, we don't have 27.
27, 24.
No, 24.
22.
No, we have 24.
24, all right, go.
Listen. I see lava.
I see lava, she's not a volcano. She was looking at the title page. Page 86, please. Page 86. What's the first word on page 86, everybody? A volcano can be two things. A hole in the ground that lava comes through, or a hill or mountain formed by the lava. Mount Rainier in the state of Washington is a volcano, even though it has not erupted since 1982. 1882. Thank you for your correction. Now, not far from Mount Rainier, which is the top right photo, is Mount St. Helens. Okay? The top right photo. Is that the bigger photo or the smaller photo? The bigger one, top right. So here's oh, sorry, the small, here's my right, here's my left, here's my top right page. So is it the bigger photo or the smaller photo? Bigger, yes?
They're talking of this little picture.
They're talking about the little one?
Yeah. If you look at the top right, you see a little volcano.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Gotcha. All right. So in that same small photo, thank you. In that same small photo, they're talking about the top right little mountain versus the top right little photo. Thank you. All right, and then the bottom left of that photo is Mount St. Helens. Native Americans and early settlers in the Northwest had seen Mount St. Helens puff out some ashes, steam, and lava in the mid-1800s, thanks to that. Yet, for more than a century, or 100 years, the mountain seemed quiet and peaceful. In March 1980, Mount St. Helens awakened from its long sleep. Now, this personification, was the mountain actually sleeping?
No.
No, but personification lets us create inanimate things or just things and give them people-like experiences. So the mountain was asleep, it was personified as sleeping. It just wasn't erupting, okay? It wasn't sleeping, it was not erupting. It's called dormant, okay? Dormir in Spanish, okay? So it wasn't doing anything. And then in 1980, bam, it woke up, okay? Bam. First, there was a few small earthquakes that shook the mountain. Now, if you're sitting at your partner desk, you have a crack in between the two desks. Previously, this crack had been covered with dirt and trees, okay? Now, in this crack, down there's a little pocket of magma in between your two desks. Now, eventually, that magma continued to melt more rock, and the gases from that melting were pushing against that little crack in the earth, and the crack continued to rise up through the mountain, and eventually, the word starts with an E, that magma gets pushed out. What's the E word? Eruption, okay? So there's little earthquakes, because that magma is working its way through the cracks, okay? Now, in 1980, I was 10 years old. This was big, huge news when I was 10 years old. I mean, it was on all the newspapers, all the TV news. It was in magazines. This was a huge, huge event. So I'm going to start over that third paragraph. In March 1980, Mount St. Helens awakened from its long sleep. Find your place because I'm about to pause for you to read. First, I'm in the third paragraph. First, there were a few small earthquakes that shook the mountain. Help your partner if they're lost. Find out where we're at. Anybody lost? You okay? Then, on March 27, Mount St. Helens began to spout ashes and steam. Each day brought further quakes until by mid-May, more than 10,000 small quakes had been recorded. 10,000? So, our instruments in science are so delicate and they're so good, they can sense these little movements. Erica's like, man, I'm trying to wash my book. What are you doing at my desk? Okay? All right, little small movements. There's 10,000 small movements. The mountain began to swell up and crack. So when people took pictures, when the scientists took pictures, the mountain, which at some point had a certain shape, okay, let's say that's the shape of Mount St. Helens, okay, it had started to take on a different shape because that magma had been pushing up the land. Okay? So by the way, in case you haven't seen this before, that's called the magma chamber. So that chamber has all the molten lava in it, molten magma in there, and it's pushing up. It changed the shape of the mountain. Crazy. That's a lot of force. Can you push up, if you were underground, could you push up the land?
No.
No. Could all of us push up the land?
No.
No, there's a lot of force underneath. Okay. Did you have a hand raised? Yeah.
I've seen a movie from Mrs. Crystal's